Today's video begins with events from a deep and sleepless night for UAV operators. As the days have become colder and we are all getting closer to winter, the drone operators decided to check the readiness of shelters for the Ukrainian winter. If the shelters do not meet thermal insulation standards, they will kindly provide assistance to ensure that Russian soldiers do not freeze. That is why they chose shells that were accompanied by a high column of fire. We hope this will warm them up and at least somehow prepare them for the hell they are about to face. What is the strongest emotion in the human brain? Perhaps anger, which turns into uncontrollable rage, or joy, which becomes an obsessive obsession. But no, the strongest emotion is fear. Fear that releases adrenaline into the bloodstream. An adrenaline rush is that feeling when you are standing there with serious injuries and suddenly realize that you can still move. It is the moment when you run without any strength, but your legs still carry you forward. It is a state when you no longer understand what is happening to your body, because the adrenaline hormone does everything for you. And that's exactly what happened in this video. The first drone destroys the Russian soldier's ability to orient himself. His consciousness shuts down. All that remains is a primitive instinct to find shelter. Any shelter, and adrenaline leads him to a fallen tree. It seems like something resembling a shelter. But do we need to remind you? Buildings destroyed by strikes are no protection from drones. Let alone a tree trunk cannot save you. So the drone finishes what it started. One precise strike, and it's all over. In 1984, a comic book was created about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which caused a sensation among people who soon became fans. Then came the animated series, movies, games, and especially cosplay. And now we can see a person who is probably cosplaying Master Splinter. The resemblance between these two rats is undeniable, especially if you look at where they live in some pipes. Then there are no questions left at all. The only difference is that the Russian soldier does not know martial arts. We see this when he tries to shoot at the pursuing drone but forgets to remove the safety catch, although even if he hadn't forgotten, it wouldn't have helped much. After the first strike, the Russian soldier was still showing signs of life. Because of this, a second drone flew in and threw the soldier into the air. Then a third drone flew in, which finally confirmed the elimination. Sometimes you look at these images from reconnaissance drones and you don't understand. This soldier runs there to hide or steal something, because every drone footage that flies inside shows roughly the same thing. Empty houses full of debris from destruction and more, bare walls and rooms. And there is nothing in these houses that could be of military value. No ammunition, no weapons. The only thing that might be needed is food. But Russian soldiers steal everything, from computer mice to entire bathtubs and washing machines. They need to profit from this senseless war. But the truth remains the same. Whatever the intentions of the Russian army soldier may be, when he enters a Ukrainian home, nothing but death awaits him, and it is only a matter of time. Although modern warfare increasingly resembles a clash of drones, as if controlled robots were fighting each other, the human factor remains no less important. After all, a drone, even the most advanced one, is only a tool that requires an operator, a tool that depends on those who supply it with power, with maintenance, with logistics. In the end, it is a tool that relies entirely on human support. And now, let us pay attention to another defining feature of today: cars. Yes, ordinary civilian cars, the same ones we see on the streets every day. Today, almost half of all families in the world, regardless of how many members they have, own at least one car. This became possible thanks to mass production. Cars are no longer a luxury. They have turned into a common convenience, a necessity of daily life. But war erases the line between civilian and military. What is a convenience in peacetime, on the battlefield becomes a strategic advantage. A car allows one to transport supplies, to move troops, to deliver ammunition, to evacuate the wounded. And so every vehicle in a war zone is a resource that must be denied to the enemy. This is the mission of the special unit Ronin. Its task is clear: to destroy strategic and logistical reserves of transport, cars, trucks, and all types of vehicles that could strengthen the enemy's army. On the screen, we can see the results of their work. Some vehicles have additional protection. They are covered with makeshift camouflage, special nets stretched across the roofs, probably an attempt to hide from reconnaissance, from the eyes of drones constantly circling overhead. But look closely. This so-called camouflage proves useless, because once a drone has spotted its target, such tricks are ignored. Soldiers themselves, often with bitter irony, call these nets camouflage, and for good reason, because the moment a vehicle is hit by a strike drone, the net bursts into flames along with the car. The fire consumes everything, both the covering and the transport itself, leaving behind nothing but a charred frame of metal. This is the reality of modern war. Drones see everything. They deprive the enemy not only of military equipment, but also of mobility. The same mobility that once felt so ordinary, so natural, and now even a simple civilian car, once just a way to get from home to work, becomes a target, a weapon, a matter of survival.